I've got wine because what is a mom without her glass of wine? All right, we can go ahead and get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm a new mom, all the things I'm sure you know. Today I wanted to do a really quick video on what I wish I knew before I became a mom, especially being a young mom. So if you're kind of in the space or realm of thinking about having children, or if you're pregnant right now, it's a good video for you to watch. First and most important thing is that spiritual journey that you went on when you were, you know, going through some type of heartbreak, or like when you went through like a really big transition. For me, it was like my first heartbreak, but like the really big transition between high school and college, or like I said, a heartbreak where you're really just figuring yourself out all over again. That little spiritual journey, mine was mixed with meditation, yoga, working out, being a vegetarian, that whole thing. It was really hard and it lasted about 2 years. You're gonna have to go through that again. Because you're gonna have to find out who you are, rediscover yourself, find a newfound love for your body and the way that you mentally process things. And it's a little bit harder this time because you have a young one wanting all of your attention and needing all of your resources, like especially if you breastfeed. I mean, he's literally feeding off of you. So that's one of the hardest things, if not the hardest things. It's just like trying to figure out who I am as a person now that I have this new identity as a mom. So I wish someone would tell me that. The second thing is you will get sleep after probably about 3 or 4 months. You'll start getting sleep, or your body will just adapt to the lack of sleep. You won't get the sleep that you used to get. You'll be asleep, but you'll still be very cognizant of your surroundings. It's like when you spend the night over someone's house for the first time, you're not really asleep because it's not your bed. You know, you don't really know where you're at. That's the type of sleep that I've been getting for the past 2 months. So the first 2 months, I didn't get any sleep. So for the past 2 months, 2.5, 3 months actually, I've been sleeping, but I'm listening. You're always listening. You're always listening. So that's another thing you may want to keep in mind. Number 3, I got a C-section, and it was an emergency C-section, and we will go into that traumatic story another time. Anyway, so I got a C-section, and my C-section scar, like where the incision is, I still have like these sharp stabbing pains at the incision site. And I've gone to doctors with the urgent care, like had them look at it like, okay, is this like normal? Is it infected? And I'm like, oh, it's fine, it's cool. But I'll be like in the grocery store and I'll have to like lift my stomach up because I've got the kangaroo pouch thing going on. No shade, no shame. And I have to lift my stomach up and like try not to draw attention and just like rub it, I guess. But it's kind of hard to pinpoint any localized pain or itchiness or anything at that incision line because it's numb. Like when you get an incision or when you get that C-section, probably from your belly button to right about your bikini line, it's numb. It tingles. You can't feel anything. You can feel it, and that's what's kind of weird. Like you can feel like, oh, it's itchy. Oh, it hurts. But once you go to ease that pain externally, you can't do it. So that's a big thing. And I thought it was just me. So I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, it's kind of numb there. My mother, sorry, hate to put her business out here like that. She had a C-section. Sorry about that. Baby woke up. And that's another thing. You have to really manage your time wisely. I am a procrastinator. I do things last minute. You can no longer do that. You can't do that anymore. You have to do the block scheduling. I mentioned that in one of my last videos. You have to really maximize your time because you are now on his time. You are now on your baby's time. And I know like you're thinking, okay, well, you know, I'm prepared for this. You're not. And that's another thing that leads me into my next thing. I was under the impression that I would not struggle with motherhood if I planned to have my kid. If my kid was not a mistake or an accident and I was intentional about when I had him, I would have an easy time being a mother. And that is the furthest thing from the truth. And that may be like the shame, like mom shaming that I used to have before I had kids. You know, like, oh, I don't have kids, I'll never do that. Yeah, you're gonna struggle. No matter if you have planned him, adopt them, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle because he's taking away, or the child is taking away all that you have, everything that you have. So don't be naive like me. Don't be naive like me. And another thing, it definitely puts a strain on your marriage. Even if you have like a super helpful and super supportive and understanding spouse, the marriage is going to change because you're going through all of these hormones, and you know, you're not actually able to be present in the role of a wife now because you are a mom, and that is requiring all of your attention. And you're going to be angry at him. You're going to resent him because he is able to separate himself from dad versus who he is, but you don't have that same grace. You cannot separate yourself from being a mom. That is ingrained in you. Like, it's just something that hits. I think that's like the mother instinct that they talk about. But the second you have your kid, you're like, all right, mom. Or they're like, okay, I'm a dad, but I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to the store. I need to get, and you're just like, oh, so you're not always on like I'm on. And it helps with the balance for them, but it's a thing. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's a thing. And then when it comes to like how supportive he is, no matter like if he's like, hey, I'm here for you, you're still gonna want to do it your way. You're still gonna want to step in when he's trying to do something. You're still gonna be like, don't do it like that. Or refrain from doing that because he won't want to do anything. But it's just a lot. It's a big adjustment outside of like intimacy and all of that. And then your hormones, like right after you have a baby, that first trimester, you're mad and you're mean. And the second trimester, you're chill. The third trimester, you're sad, you're crying. And that fourth trimester, after you've had that baby, you're mean again because you're anxious, your hormones, you're tired, y'all are yelling at each other from sleep deprivation. So it's not just the intimacy that takes a hit from having a baby. It's definitely like all of the things like sleep deprivation, hormones. You feel like you're taking on a bulk of the work, and you are, because you know the kid wants their mother. Your child wants their mom, no matter how you dress it up. And yeah, that's it. And if you're a super driven person, sorry, it seems like I'm ranting. If you're a super driven person, you're gonna have to learn balance. You're gonna have to learn balance. Simply put, I knew it was gonna be quick. It was gonna be a quick video because no matter what I tell you as a mom, you're not gonna be prepared. You're not gonna be prepared. It's just gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. You can do all the research. You can do all of the, okay, well, planning. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. And that's it. If you have any comments, just let me know. If you have any tips for me. I'm going through the teething phase. He's not really doing too well, not really sleeping much. So I have my wine because we're just trying to get through the days at this point. But if you have any comments or any tips for new moms, myself, if you're becoming a mom, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.